Today we're going over my top 5 trade-ups under $1 that you can start doing right now. Now these trade-ups are in no specific order, and some of these are under $1 and some are a little more expensive. But all of them are crazy profitable if you know what you're doing. All of these trade-ups are insane. One of the trade-ups in here I spammed for an hour and made over $40. I will be making a video about it soon, but anyway, if you like profit and you like skins, stick around for that. So I'll be rating each trade-up based on two things. First is profitability and second is ease of execution, because a trade-up isn't worth much if it's impossible to set up. Now before we start, I'll be giving away an AK Empress in this video. All you have to do to enter is just like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's start with trade-up number 1, our cheapest one today, coming in at just 50 to 60 cents total cost. So for this, I'm using 10 mil-spec skins from the Fever Case, the XM Mockingbird, the P2K Sure Grip, the MP9 Nexus, the Mag 7 Resupply, and the SSG Memorial. You can get them for anywhere around 5 to 6 cents each. Now the magic number here is that the average float of the 10 skins needs to be below 0.2142. Now here's the trick. Don't panic if you can't find any skins with floats less than 0.2142. For example, here you can find a lot of skins with floats like 0.225. You can use it in the trade-up as long as you balance it out with a couple skins slightly under 0.21. And this will make your average float of the 10 skins to be below the float requirement. Now the best part about this trade-up is that these skins are stupidly easy to get cheap. I picked up most of these for 5 cents each, and there is some lower float ones for just 6 cents. You can literally fill the trade-up in just minutes. Now if you really want to push it, you can aim for an average float below 0.1874. That way if you hit the Galil AR control, it'll come out in minimal wear, about $1 more expensive in value. But fair warning, that makes this trade-up about 10x harder to set up. Now for the outcomes, you'll get a 70 cents profit with the Deagle and a 50 cents profit with the Zeus, then lose only around 10 cents with the rest of the outcomes. And when I tested this trade-up out, I ended up hitting the Nova Rising Sun, which is a small loss, but that's just part of the game. So for the ratings for this trade-up, I give it a 9 out of 10 for profitability and another 9 out of 10 for ease. It's just that easy to run. Now with the cheapest trade-up out of the way, next up we've got something a bit more expensive but with way more upside. Now I know this is a $1 trade-up video, but I had to include this one because in my opinion, this is the best cheap trade-up that you can do in CS2 right now. This is the only trade-up that is not $1. So I spammed this $3 trade-up for 1 straight hour and walked away with a $40 profit. And that's not a one-off thing. I've made thousands of dollars from this exact trade-up over the years. I'll post a full video of that session soon, but for now let me show you guys how it works. So you're using 6 minimal wear snakebite skins and 4 factory new revolution skins. The target average float here is less than 0.07. That's the magic number that gets you the best possible outcomes. Now to hit that 0.07 average, here's what you do. For your 6 minimal wear snakebite skins, you want an average float under 0.093. I recommend you guys sniping skins off the C market and maybe setting up a few buy orders as well. But that doesn't mean that every single one has to be under 0.093. You can have a few slightly higher floats as long as you balance them out with slightly lower ones. And for your 4 Factory New Revolution skins, again, you aim to get the average float of the 4 skins to be under 0.035. This is so easy to achieve since both of these skin pools are flooded with supply. As you can see in these clips, I got a lot of these inputs really easily. Here's me sniping some of these in the market, and as you can see, the minimal wear snakebite skins were sitting at around 34 to 36 cents, while the Factory New Revolution skins were at 32 to 35 cents. Now for the outcomes of this trade-up, the best outcome will be the AK Slate, which will be a $16 profit, then the Deagle will be a $1 profit, and the rest of the outcomes will be losses of around $2. And for my ratings for this trade-up, I give the profitability an 8 out of 10, and I give the ease of execution a 10 out of 10. If you're looking for a cheap trade-up that you can repeat non-stop, this is the one. Next up, trade-up number 3. I know a lot of you guys love cheap, consistent trade-ups, so here's the one for you. We're doing a 10 minimal wear evolution skin trade-up with an average float of the 10 skins needing to be less than 0.0875. Now I'm sounding like a broken record, but you don't need all of them to be under that float. You can just grab anything below 0.095 and then just balance it out with a few low float ones to bring the average down. And if you're still struggling to find floats that fit, easy, you can even throw in one factory new Revolution skin to make life 10 times easier. For example, if most of your minimal risk skins are only around 0.09 to 0.1, grab one really low float factory new skin, and then boom, your average float is fixed. For the outcomes, you have a 60% chance to profit, with the best one being the M3 one, which is almost a $2 profit after Steam tax. Then you have a 40% chance to lose around 50 cents, but for my ratings for this trade up, I give the profitability a 9 out of 10, but I give the ease of execution about a 7 out of 10. But if you use the 9 minimal wear and 1 factory new split, you can make this trade up 10 times easier since there are plenty of Revolution skins under 0.096 as you can see over here. Now I actually did this one trade up 3 times in a row. I hit the revolver banana cannon twice, and then on my final try, bang, the Emperor A1S. Now before we start with the 4th trade up, let's hear a quick word from the sponsor of this video. Are you looking for low float skins for your trade ups? Well, I just found this low float skin for the Sprint Stream trade up easily on Skins Monkey. So Skins Monkey is a site where you can trade your skins safely and easily to get those nasty CS2 skins. And for you guys, Skins Monkey and I are giving out a free $5 on your first trade if you put in my code elsu. They're also giving away a bunch of free skins, and using my code you can get a 35% bonus on your deposits. So make sure to check them out, link is in the description. Okay boys, second to the last one, the bank trade up. For this, I'm using 10 field tested industrial grade skins from the bank collection, and the only requirement is that the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.1875. My recommendation for this trade up is that you pick up skins with floats less than 0.20, and they should all balance out. Now for the actual skins that you will be using, you've got two main options. First is the Glock 18 Death Rattle and the GSG G1 Green Apple. The sniper is 2 cents more expensive, but trust me, it is way easier to get the floats that you need. Why? Because its float cap is only until 0.3. This makes the trade up super beginner friendly, but if you can find the right floats, the Glock 18 Death Rattle will give you more profitability. Now for the outcomes, we have a 1/3 chance to get the Deagle Meteorite, which will be a $1 profit. Then the Gale will be a 10 cents profit, and the CZ Tuxedo will be around an 18 cents loss. And when I tried this trade up out, I got the Galil Tuxedo, so that's a profit in my book. And for my ratings for this trade up, I give the profitability a 7 out of 10 and the ease of execution an 8 out of 10. Now for the final trade up for today, the gallery trade up. So this will be a Mil-Spectre restricted trade up, and we'll be using 10 field tested gallery skins. And the average float of the 10 skins needs to be less than 0.1763. This one's a bit stricter with the float requirements, but it's still absolutely doable. If you're having trouble hitting the float, here's a tip. Instead of using 10 field tested skins, just use 9 field tested and 1 minimal wear skin. That alone can lower your average enough to make the trade up work without going crazy hunting for super low floats. For the outcomes, this is a no risk trade up, so if you're looking for one of these, here it is. But the best ones will be the SSG and the M4A4, which will be almost a $1 profit. Now I tried this trade up out and got the Mac 10 Saiba Oni, which is a solid profit hit, but of course I will still take profit. But for my ratings for this trade up, I give the profitability a 10 out of 10. It's a low risk profitable trade up, but for the ease of execution, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 since it could be a bit hard to get the floats for this trade up. Anyway, if you want the top 5 best trade ups overall in 2025, make sure to check out this video, and if you want to know how to snipe low float skins, make sure to check out this video.